الإنسان يتعلق بالمكان، مش بالسهولة الانسلاخ عنه.
Well, it actually started 4 years ago. Some Faris Institute approached us asking whether we are interested in collaborating with them on this project. And given the uniqueness of the material that they had access to or they were given by Nakba Archive and Jannah, it was really a no-brainer.
When we started the project, we really had no idea what the scale of it would be. All these interviews have been recorded in camp spaces and have, in a sense, kind of also bear witness to a history of exile.
I think we learned a lot, because history is not only to teach you about what happened, but the interaction or interactivity of this history in the community, how people remember and when and what they remember.
كتير مهم بهذا الوقت اللي فيه كل هالضغوط على الشعب الفلسطيني لا يتفتت وينسى إنه يكون في شغل دؤوب على الأرشيفات لحتى الذاكرة تحفظ والحقوق تحفظ.
It is about time to let the people speak for themselves and to bridge the gaps and open the doors so that serious research can be based on the voices and testimonies and on the fragments all scattered. We hope this is a beginning.
The project is significant in three main ways. The first one is that it inscribes in the official records the narratives and the experiences of Palestinian refugees, many of whom are peasants, women, and other subjects who are otherwise not included in the archive. The second one is that it helps carve out a place for oral history in general in academic historiographic practice. The third aspect is with its emphasis on open culture. What this project does is take the narratives from the community and give it back to the community under a Creative Commons license.
POHA is an archival collection that includes 1,000 hours of testimonies of the first generation of Palestinian refugees in refugee camps in Lebanon and other communities.
طلبوا منا انه نعمل ديجيتايزيشن، يعني كونفرجن، تحويل الاوديو والفيديو حسب الاوديو كاسيت والفيديو كاسيت تبع زمان اللي ما عاد في اجهزه حاليا لحتى يطلعوا المعلومات منهم. هالعمليه بتحتاج بعد التخزين الى عمليه اعداد الميتاداتا، يعني اعداد المعلومات الببليوغرافيه او المعلومات حول هالمقابلات.
My exact work was to work on the indexing of the interviews, and I also as well involved on the overall planning and execution of the project.
We had to develop basically the tool that we used, which is the thesaurus, the tool we used in indexing. We developed it by using keywords and invalidating these keywords to make research easier.
That's why building the thesaurus was very challenging and very rewarding, because now we do have a controlled vocabulary and a thesaurus on Nakba history.
As a team, we had to develop a list of around 200 subject headings in collaboration with the executive committee of the project.
The quality control process examines the catalogued and indexed materials for any possible errors and mistakes before being transferred to the public use. Re-listening again to the interview is also an important key and step, since sometimes a new concept has to be added or changed.
We also had to customize certain keywords to preserve the orality of the interviews by adding keywords that reflect on the Palestinian folklore, like henna, like mijana, like hijab. We also interacted with the interviews because we had to listen to the massacres, to the expulsion.
Sometimes we cried with them, sometimes we laughed, sometimes we learned how to sing folk songs.
The project had a big emotional chunk, but also a big academic chunk that affected me on the personal and professional levels. It was very challenging on both levels.
There was no other experience to use, like in terms of systems, to host the interviews and to make them indexed electronically and to make them retrievable and searchable.
نتوقع بالمستقبل انه ممكن يضاف هذا المشروع تسجيلات لأرشيفات أخرى من دول أخرى من الجوار اللي لجأ إلى الفلسطينيين.
وهي مش حكاية بس عيلة ولا حكاية فرد، عندها حكاية الشعب كله.